Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and this week our first stop is at a unique animal sanctuary in Northeast Texas with all sorts of creatures, including one incredibly famous tiger. But seeing that big cat with stripes was only a small snippet of our adventure at the Black Beauty Ranch. Seeing horses roam a pasture is nothing new here in the Lone Star State. But then you realize just how great this grazing area is. This is just a few of the 1,400 acres at the Cleveland Amory Black Beauty Ranch. A utopia for animals who need the perfect place to call home.
Well, this is kind of like my dream job.
Noelle Almrud is the senior director at the Animal Sanctuary. And it might just be her sanctuary too.
If I'm having a bad day, I can go out my office door and I've got, 40 cows over here, or I can go listen to the gibbons calling, or, go talk to a tiger. And so it's very rewarding.
You actually talk to animals.
Yeah, they don't talk back.
This is Noelle's second career stint after finding out a life in finance wasn't for her.
I was in Houston working in commercial mortgage banking, of course, and insurance, and I decided I would be happier shoveling animal poo than doing what I was doing. So I quit my job, went back to school to A&M, and got a wildlife and fishery sciences degree, and started off as a caregiver, shoveling animal poo.
This is a beautiful pasture.
It is. This is the life that emulates what we want to give to all of the animals here at the sanctuary. We have about 1,000 acres of just open pasture, and the majority of our horses and donkeys just free graze and roam this acreage.
What's amazing about this is you don't see a fence anywhere.
That's it. That's our goal, is to give these animals as much space as we possibly can and to treat them with respect and dignity for the rest of their lives.
The sanctuary got started in 1979, when author Cleveland Amory rescued over 500 burros in the Grand Canyon that were slated to be destroyed due to overpopulation. That rescue mission cost Amory $500,000.
Cleveland Amory always said that this place would be a place where animals could be looked after and not looked at, and we've taken that to heart. He was a forward thinker back in the day as far as treating animals with respect and dignity.
All right, Noelle, there's a lot of action going on here. Those don't look like whitetails to me.
Yeah, no, this is, we call this our hilltop pasture. It's a large, about 30-acre pasture, and it has the majority of our exotic hoofstock and deer. We have fallow deer, sika deer, red deer, we have aoudad or Barbary sheep, and we even have ostrich and emu in here.
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
It's amazing to watch those deer just moving a line. It's almost like they're in the wild, out wherever those deer belong.
Yeah.
And those aoudad, they look huge. And the ostrich, that's crazy to see an ostrich just hanging out with some aoudad and deer.
Unfortunately, back in the 90s, ostrich were very popular in the meat trade,
really?
And then the bottom fell out of that industry, so we were seeing a lot of abandoned ostrich just let loose.
Too much egg for your omelet there, huh?
Yeah.
He looks lost like any other ostrich. Like, what am I doing here? How did I get here?
We are different than probably any other sanctuary in Texas. Most sanctuaries that are reputable are specialized. They're a primate sanctuary or a big cat sanctuary. We have a little bit of everybody, and we have a lot of stories to tell as to why these animals are here and how people can make better choices so that they don't need to continue to come to sanctuary.
One of their newest residents is a tiger that's got quite a tail.
And right now at 6 o'clock, is H-Town turning into Tiger Town after yet another tiger sighting in the city?
In May of 2021, the news of a tiger on the loose in Houston made national headlines. Roaming around with a rhinestone collar, residents were worried about the carnivorous cat cruising through town. Eventually, the tiger was captured, and India is his name.
When that happened, we reached out to Houston Animal Control, or BARC, and said, if you need our help, we're here. About a week later, they called us and said, we're going to be getting the tiger tonight. How soon can you get here? And so we were on the road 10 hours later in the early morning to go pick him up.
How do you pick up a tiger?
Unfortunately, this tiger was that socialized to people that you probably could have.
So this is it. This is the famous India.
This is India. He's our newest tiger resident. We were happy to welcome him in May of this year.
And he is how old?
Right now we're estimating that he's about 10 months old.
That's only 10 months old for a tiger?
That's 10 months old. He weighs about 200 pounds probably right now.
My.
They can get up to about 400 to 500 pounds.
Like, what is on a tiger diet?
They have a very complete diet. Unfortunately, most people in the pet trade that have wild animals don't recognize the complex needs for these tigers. He requires not only meat, because he's a carnivore, but organs and bone and everything else that goes along. Like if he would capture a wild animal in the wild, he would eat the whole animal. So we replicate that. We give them whole prey, we give them organ meat, we give them bones, and then we give them supplements just to make sure that they're getting everything they need.
So which animal is the unlucky animal at the animal sanctuary that turns into India's food?
We purchase all humanely raised animals for
Okay.
this guy. We are and it costs us a little bit more, but we want to ensure that we're not, since we do have to take other animals' lives to feed him, that they're as humanely treated as possible.
Very neat. So he's getting good meat then.
Yes.
Happy
yes.
meat. It's good
A
meat,
good,
right?
good diet, yes.
If seeing happy animals in a heavenly sanctuary is on your bucket list, the Black Beauty Ranch does offer small tours very sparingly, but it gives them a chance to speak for the animals.
Our main goal is to educate the public so that we don't have to continually keep taking in these animals.
Why do you do this? Why do you enjoy this so much?
I think it's my way of giving back. You know, especially like, for example, our primates that were used in biomedical research. You know, I would love for there to be a day where we don't need to test on animals, but until that's done, I want to provide a place where they can be retired because they've served man for so many years. Now it's our turn to serve them.